On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, I become a VQ owner once again, but this time instead of running maybe the fastest NA VQ in the world, this one's broken. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Chair Go, and today we are here with this, what year is this thing?
03
350Z with a seized engine, I assume. I don't know, Orlando just told me this thing was broken. So this is my buddy Orlando, who's he's into VQs.
I'm into 1Js.
Okay, fine. It's a much better choice. It sounds a little less trumpety when you've got the 1J going, that's for sure. But I mean, you got a lot of VQ-based cars sitting here.
Well, they're cheap.
They are
easy to find.
They are cheap and easy to find. This one is salvage titled, and it's had a rough life. But
compared to some of the salvage ones I've seen, it's not that bad. I've crawled underneath it structurally. It's a good sound car.
Yep.
There are some sand scratches here and there that kind of indicate to me it was probably a hail vehicle.
True. And you're right, though. It's a lot cleaner than a lot of the VQs you see. Yeah. And
it's a little hot boy, but
it is. It's lowered, slammed on some coilovers, actually, not just lowered. Getting it on the trailer was a nightmare. It wouldn't clear backwards, so we had to spin it around and put it on forwards. And it's got XKRs, so you know it's a little hot boy. That's
yep. And I'm pretty sure they're Racelands.
They are terrible. I didn't know what the brand they were, but they were terrible.
They're definitely
eBay gold coilovers. Yeah, and they might even be, I don't know, they're just not great.
Just for clarity, I did not do it.
Oh no, I know you didn't do any of this. I absolutely know you didn't do any, and it even has a tow sticker on here. Did you get this from Copart or something?
No. I bought it from the kid who got it towed because he blew it up and left it on the side of the road.
I see. That checks out. And it's got a system in it. What do we got? Oh, it's power acoustic. Can't call that a system.
It does have a head unit still.
Yeah, it does. It does.
The door speakers aren't half bad.
And we got a new door handle, which is good. And it does have speakers all the way around. And it's got some 4-gauge. And it's got the typical hot boy Crown Royal shift boot.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
Is that brake dust?
That does appear to be brake dust.
The first one I've ever seen brake dust on the fender.
It's a special bronze coating.
I honestly bet the brakes were so gone. He just
the rotors look just roasted on it.
Ended the brakes.
I was amazed that the handbrakes still work.
I know, right? These are slotted and drilled rotors, which were definitely not stockers. But it comes with a free engine. Buy one very beat up 350Z, free engine comes with it for the wonderful price of $1,500. And Orlando is a body man, like definitely makes this stuff happen. So he would paint the front fenders. The front fender's a different color. So I gave him $1,700, which is, I paid more for the car than he was asking, but that's a good deal to me because I don't want to paint the fender.
Yeah. It's a wash because to paint the fender would have cost you more than $200.
It would. I mean,
it works out for the both of us.
Exactly, it works out perfectly. And there's a hood, and is this a new radiator?
Yeah, that's the aluminum radiator right there.
I get this?
Yep, you get a hot boy radiator. That's probably worth more than the whole thing right there.
I know, this is probably like $300 or $400 on eBay.
Definitely would have doubled the price.
Absolutely. All right. At least it's easy to access. You already did all the work.
It's true.
Yeah, here's all your core support, radiator fans.
How do you like that strap game?
It's straps on straps.
The straps cost more than the car. The straps almost cost more than the car.
Almost color match.
That ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, slap it.
Slap
that ain't
it.
going nowhere.
I love it. That's pretty much what it sounds like, a dying cow.
I hope you dub in the trumpet.
And this very beat 350Z is in the garage. Take a look at this fender. Now you can kind of see it in the light. It was kind of tough to see this before, but this is, I don't know what this is. Like spray paint? And like it's super rough there. Like it's been sandblasted with massive rocks and like this doesn't fit. And you know what? Maybe I don't care about the body on this. It's a $1,500 car, and I planned on fixing it really fast and flipping it, but it's trashed. And the coolest thing about a trashed 350Z is it's a drift car. So I'm a little worried about a few things here. Like I have no idea where the ECU is, and like Oh, well, that's cool. This is the entire engine harness. That guy right there. Cool. I wonder if we can see what those junk coilovers are. Anybody know? What's gold? They're gold and clearly trashed. And I love that little 2-inch spring. The only thing that's not great about this thing as a drift car is it's slammed. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to be that low when you're trying to drift. And obviously we need like an angle kit and a bunch of other stuff, but I kind of just want to swap the engine real fast and go slide around a parking lot and see what happens, because we could put all this front end stuff together very easily if I leave it like this, like with no front bumper, which would let me do the cool stuff like a tube bumper and just throw all this AC stuff in the trash. And you know, it'd be nice to have a drift car with AC. At this point, like everything gets AC. All the drag cars have AC. And, like, it used to be the thing. The first thing that we always wanted to do when we were kids to go fast was like trash all the accessories. And now it's like, yeah, you know, when you're sitting in the staging lane, you're gonna need AC. And I feel like the drift guys are probably the same way. I don't really know. I just have a feeling that they have AC now because it's the middle of the summer when you're doing this stuff, and you know, you gotta sit in the car. So, and you probably have to drive to the event too. Let's see, so we don't have a battery. We got some horns and the front bumper sitting here. Man, this is interesting. It goes battery, really bad ground strap to the body. Is that the only one? That seems very weird, but I mean, I guess, whatever, Nissan. There's a lot of plastic missing right here. I don't know if any of this is in the car. I'm a little concerned, and I really have no idea what's wrong with it at all. Let's see if it's free. So I grabbed the ratchet and a 19. I have all my weight on that thing. All right, I'm gonna do this the dangerous way. Nope, nothing, all my weight. Okay, the engine is seized up. She's dead, Jim. I just saw like 2 pictures of this when I bought it, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It looks like it might be worse for the wear, but it's going back together no matter what. I love doing engine swaps. I love doing super easy engine swaps, and this one seems like it may be one of the easiest ever because I can, like, without the front end on the car, I can reach the engine mounts right now, which means we just need to get the quick jacks under this thing, get it up in the air, unbolt the transmission, and rip the engine out. So it should be, I mean, honestly, super easy. I wonder if that goes to the battery. That looks like a ground, but it also looks like the starter. Here is our secondary engine ready to go in with all kinds of hundreds of dollars in new parts to go on this thing. And this one is supposed to be known good. It got all new O2 sensors all the way around, and there's new valve covers sitting in there. There's new serpentine belts. There's a new pilot bearing for the clutch. Everything is sitting there in that pile of parts. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in parts, probably 500. And I mean, that gets you pretty close to the money that I have in this car. This thing may be beyond saving as a street car. We'll see, we'll see. I'll get the engine in it. We'll go for a drive and have some fun, try to slide it a little bit. And if it's just junk, then we gotta sell the car. We'll just dump it cheap and I won't have any money in it. I hope I won't have spent any more money putting this together. I don't think I will either because there's a ton of parts here. And well, let's go. I am super pumped about this, honestly. I do want to go drifting now. This door handle's sitting over there. Let's see, you can never get in this door, which is a bit of a nightmare. So as you can see, it like tried to open, and then you have to like force the lock or shut the door completely. And this door handle is super janky. I'm trying to unlock it for you guys. I've never seen a car with so many like completely destroyed body panels. Like nothing lines up on this car. Nothing lines up. The hatch, the doors, it's so weird. But okay, so we got an interior. The seat is kind of trashed. We got, like I said, the Crown Royal bag. I ought to throw power on it and see if any of this stuff works. That thing's broke, of course. Just rip all that out, put gauges in, I guess. It already said like drift or something. Billet wiper delete kit. All right. I guess we could do a wiper delete. That's good for driftos, just not in the rain. And like, doesn't Formula Drift run in the rain? I feel like those guys don't stop for anything anymore. And oh man, it's just a lot. Everybody wants these as a drift car now because the drift tax on the S13, all the S chassis cars, it's just gotten insane. So that's kind of where this car needs to be relegated to anyway. That's such a cool detail. The vent that feeds the air into the door for this vent says Z in it. Man, these cars. I have so much fun in these Z cars too. I kind of enjoy the trumpet sound for a little bit, for like 3 days of ownership, and then I want it gone, but this one might have to stick around. It might have to turn into my drift practice toy, because, I mean, to practice drifting, you got a set of tires, wheels, coilovers, and a car that works and makes a few horsepower for 1,500 bucks. It's a good deal, no matter what. So that is, like I said, my $1,500 possible drift car. All I know is we plan on having this engine swap finished up tomorrow. I'd like to drive it back out of the garage tomorrow night. Eric said, I'm down to come over in the morning, and I was like, yeah, we should do this. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as the truck's gotta go away, and I figured time for a new project. It's been one day. So here we go again. Another engine swap. I love engine swaps. They're just so easy. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgo.com where you get cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. I love it. It broke worse. Man, these are some cheap test pipes. Anyway, we were here at Performance Welding Solutions with my buddy Ryan, and I came over and I was like, hey man, can you weld this? And as soon as he started loosening that O2 sensor, crack. So I assume that's what happened in the first place.
Yeah,
Probably.
we'll just get a new one on there, good to go.
Oh, a whole new bung, or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Man, you got solutions. That's so cheap.
There you go.
Man. Yep, straight off eBay. Brand new O2 bung. That'll solve this problem. It's gonna be super pretty. Also, where's that crack at? Ah, right there. It even had a crack in it. Man. These things are cheap. That's what happens when you buy eBay downpipes. In like 30 seconds. Stacking those dimes. Man, that's beautiful. I like the heat, like, kind of really pulled that crack out. Yeah.
We'll fix that up right now.
Awesome. He's running the M-Furic cup. Wow. It's gone. Crazy, man. All right, Ryan knocked this bad boy out of the park here at Performance Welding Solutions in Wichita. My go-to welder. He's done engine casings and all the really tough welding. I just come to him.